Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments below after you've watched this video.
Being trans is not a mental illness. It's an important part of who someone is, just like being cisgender. Again, cisgender is when your gender identity matches the sex you were assigned at birth. For transgender people, the gender they identify with doesn't align with the sex they were assigned at birth. And that's something they were born with. It's a deeply ingrained part of who they are, not something that happens because of external factors or a condition that needs to be fixed. There used to be a lot of misunderstanding about this, but we now know that being transgender is not a mental disorder. The medical and psychological communities recognize that being transgender is about identity, not illness. Though some faith communities and some cultures may still treat it as being an illness, but it's not. Sometimes people who don't fully understand might assume that being transgender is a mental illness, but that's simply because they haven't had the chance to learn or are misinformed. It's important not to categorize it as a disorder just because it's unfamiliar. Mental health comes in many forms, and anyone, whether they are cisgender or transgender, can face mental challenges. But being transgender itself is not a mental illness. What often causes mental health struggles for transgender people is the stigma, discrimination, and lack of support they experience, not their gender identity itself. For parents or anyone who might be struggling to understand, it's key to remember that this isn't something your child or loved one chose, nor is it a reflection of something you did wrong. Just like you wouldn't ask if somebody's body feels real after surgery, the idea that being transgender is a condition comes from outdated thinking. What matters most is supporting people as they embrace their true identity. Ultimately, being transgender is about being true to who you are. It's not something that changes overnight, and it's not a disorder. The more we understand and support each other, the more we help create a world where everyone can live authentically and without fear. Hope that answers your question. Again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay safe, and see you next week.